This is DJ Tatatwiggy. On New Church, where all should be welcome. Hey guys, what's up? All right, so today on New Church, we've got some really cool topics for you, and it should be really interesting of what we're going to hear and see today. So, what I've got planned for us today is some really cool stories that I've heard from some people, and just some more questions that I feel like should be answered and should be asked. So, why don't we get started and we'll go off to the first topic. All right, so our first topic today is over atheist. So I personally have a lot of atheist friends. They claim to be atheist at least. And I've been talking to some people lately, and some of the stuff that they tell me is pretty interesting about what atheists are about. Like, whenever I try and talk to, like, my atheist friends, they seem to know more about the Bible than I do. Well, the person that I talked to about this said that it was kind of interesting because most atheists read the Bible front to back and pick it apart to try and figure out ways to prove me wrong or prove them wrong. Atheists look for an argument. They try their hardest to prove you wrong. Another thing is I hate calling them atheists because I feel like I'm putting a label on them and saying, this is what you are. This is the only thing you can be. So, I mean, I don't like calling them atheists. I like calling them my friends. And yes, they might not agree with what I have to say, but at least I'm getting through to them, right? So, the next topic we have is, what are your thoughts on drinking? Now, I know a lot of Christians in my church go, oh no, drinking's bad, you shouldn't drink, that's a horrible thing, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sorry, but in my opinion, Jesus drank wine. It says in the Bible that to drink wine, but don't drink enough to where you get flat out drunk. And I'm paraphrasing, guys. I'm bringing it to my own words. But it's in there. You can see it in there. And I mean, that's just my thing. I find it okay to have a drink every once in a while. I don't drink personally because I'm not old enough. But I mean, it's a tough topic to talk about with Christians these days because they think it's so bad that it's a sin. It's not a sin. If you have a drink every once in a while but don't get flat out drunk, it's not a sin. Jesus drank wine. I mean, that's the true fact about it. It says in the Bible, he drank wine. So, I mean, what do you think? What's your idea about drinking? Leave it in the comments below. Let me know, and I'd love to read it. So, another thing that I want to talk about today is having a relationship. And now, I'm not talking about a relationship with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or your mom's and dad's. I'm talking about a relationship with Christ. Now, most people say that a relationship with Christ is saying the prayer and getting baptized, and then voila, you have a relationship with Christ. That's not the case, guys. You can't just look at God and go, can you please forgive me? Please forgive me for doing this. And then go right back out and do it over again. It's not a free pass, guys. Being saved is not having a free pass to do whatever you want and then ask for forgiveness later. You have to try and live a life like Christ. I mean, it says that in the Bible. You can't just have a free pass to do whatever you want because you're saved. So, another topic, and this leads into my last topic for the day, but this topic is celebrities and religion. So I've noticed in the media that whenever a celebrity pronounces that they are a believer in Christ, all of a sudden everything is drawn towards them, and every little bad thing they do gets blamed on them out of nowhere. So like if I can't think of it, Tim Tebow. Okay, let's talk about Tim Tebow for a minute. Everyone knows that Tim Tebow is a football player and that he is a firm believer in Christ. But after every touchdown he got, after every touchdown he got, he would point up and give praise to God. People would hate him for that. People would hate him and just be like, don't do that. We don't want to see that. Why don't people want to see that? I mean, that's my thing. I mean, celebrities need to make a stand and show people, hey, this is what we believe. This is what we believe. And I mean, that's the thing. I'm just like, why does people get so offended that a celebrity says, I believe in Christ? And then whenever they do, the paparazzi does everything they can to make them look bad. What does people have against Christ? I mean, that's all I want to know. I mean, tell me what you think. Why do you think that people try and point the blame on celebrities whenever they pronounce their religion? I mean, I just want to know. Just leave it in the comments below and just tell me what you think about it, because I have no clue, and I'd love to know. So, the last topic of the day is about Tony Nathan. Tony Nathan is a football player. He was a running back, and he is now a coach for a football team. I can't remember what football team. Forgive me, I'm not a sports person. But he did have a movie made after him. It's called Woodland. Woodland is a movie about Tony Nathan and his walk with Christ, and how his walk with Christ affected so many people, and more than 40 players, that's almost the entire team, black and white, gave their lives to Christ. Tony Nathan is a African American, and he was the running back for I think it was Alabama. Don't hold me to that. I'm not a football fanatic, so I don't know everything about football. But Tony Nathan is a great example of what we need to do. The stories that I've read and the stories that I've seen of him, he loves Christ, and he shows it every day in his walk. He would pray with his football team before every single game. He would be there for friends whenever they need him. Guys, this is an amazing, amazing person to watch. I strive to be a good Christian. I strive to be able to show people the love of Christ. But I fall short every single day. It amazes me that this one person, Tony Nathan, was able to influence his entire football team to be able to go out and share the gospel. 40 people, 40 players accepted Christ because of this one man. That's astonishing to me. And I don't know about you, but I can barely talk to one person about Christ. Like, I'm lucky I'm able to even do this with you guys, because, I mean, this just makes me nervous talking about Christ, because I think, well, what are people going to say? What are people going to think of me? And I need to learn not to do that. I mean, tell me what y'all think about Tony Nathan. It's a great movie. Y'all, I really suggest that y'all go out and see Woodland. It's a great movie from what I've heard. And, I mean, why not? Let's just go and watch it and tell me what you think. But that's all the time we have for today, guys. Again, like, subscribe, Share this podcast. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think. I really want to hear from you guys. Leave some questions that you'd like me to answer. I'd love to answer them for you, or at least try. So until next time, guys, this is Tad and Twiggy, and I will see you next Wednesday for the next podcast.